Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of the J. Craig's 5-minute, 10-minute movie review. This one's going to be the spoiler-heavy version of The Last Jedi. Now, if anyone's ever listened to the J. Craig in any length of time knows that I am a big Star Wars junkie. So it's really hard for me to be disappointed and not like a Star Wars movie. That being said, I did not like The Last Jedi. Now, in my last review, when I first saw the movie, I hated it. I was so disappointed with it, but now that I've seen it again, I dislike it. I do not hate it. Remember, folks, this is a spoiler-heavy review. Being that there's more that I dislike, let's start with what I actually do like. Now, it sounds and looks like a Star Wars movie. The effects are fantastic. The sound is fantastic. When the Star Destroyer gets ripped in half by the lightspeed vessel, that is a magical moment of audio and visual stimuli like I've never seen before. There's also one pretty cool lightsaber battle in the movie, and that is between Rey and Finn working together against the Imperial Guards of Snoke. And that's the most unique part of the story, is that they're actually working together, and it's pretty cool. There's actually some really good moments in it. There's actually some really new uses for the lightsaber, and it's actually one of the most exciting moments in the story. And while it might be another callback to the past, I really enjoyed seeing Yoda again. And not digital form of Yoda, but puppet Yoda. So that brings us to what I don't like about The Last Jedi. While there are some really great moments, it's just fraught with wasted opportunities and continuous callbacks to the original trilogy and characters that don't make decisions that are interesting or challenging. Leia floating through space? What is that? Okay, new trilogy, new force powers. I kind of get it. I'm okay sort of with it. But you wasted that opportunity for a great moment because Kylo Ren decided to actually save her, but his troops end up killing her anyways, which would have created more tension. A wasted opportunity. And the biggest WTF moment in Star Wars history. Another character moment that almost was Finn attempting to sacrifice himself for the greater good. Just as I began to lose hope, I found myself thinking, wow, he's going to sacrifice himself. What a daring, bold move. What a great character moment that'll live forever. Instead, his brave decision, his selfless decision is nullified by the character actions of someone else. The scene that I feel most cheated about is the final scene with Luke Skywalker. We have been waiting 2 movies to see Luke Skywalker kick ass. And when he comes onto the scene at the very end, it's a definite crowd-pleasing moment, one that'll send shivers up your spine if you're any sort of Star Wars fan. And then he walks out to meet Kylo Ren on the battlefield, and we are ready for the battle of the century. Instead, we discover that he's not even there. He's astral projecting himself from the island. Okay, it's not a bad scene. It actually is pretty damn cool seeing him master the Force like that. And maybe that's the point. We don't need to see him using something we've seen before. We need to see him using the Force like we've never seen before. So I'm not going to kill it for that scene. It's actually pretty darn cool. However, what I do feel cheated by was Luke's death. Another missed opportunity is with the Kylo Ren Rey Snoke scene. While there are shades of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi all in the very same scene, none is more apparent than Kylo Ren asking for Rey to join him to rule the galaxy together. Now, this has been set up perfectly throughout the movie when Luke says, "You've been drawn to the dark side. I've never seen someone go straight for it." Well, here's your opportunity to make a change. Instead, she does the same thing that Luke does, which means we're just regurgitating the same actions of previous characters. If you're going to introduce new force powers, introduce new character decisions. She hasn't been trained, she's been lured to the dark side in the cave, and yet here we are making the same choices that Luke made. That is my inherent problem with these stories. It's the insistent need to keep going back to the well of the source material. I like that The Force Awakens did it because it bridged the gap between audiences, but doing it again is just lazy. We do not need to see Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi again. We need characters to make new decisions to take the story in places we've never seen before. Stop regurgitating and rehashing what we've already seen. Well, there you have it, folks. My 5-minute spoiler-heavy movie review for The Last Jedi. It's a Star Wars movie. Go see it for yourself. and be your own judge. See ya.